when the president said, mahiya naman kayo, he was actually addressing the congressmen. Sa totoo lang, ang kausap niya yung mga congressmen, kayo ang dapat mahiya. Diba?
Congressmen at iba pang mga opisyal ng gobyerno na nakasabwat dito sa ginawa niyang ito.
So in effect, gobyerno kausap niya, public officials kausap niya. There's a perception, and you've said this before also, that big fish are involved. And yet, the ombudsman, while they filed cases against certain individuals, you have some senators who are in jail. The former House Speaker, Martin Romualdez, who is the relative of the president, it's been 10 months, well, since you've been in office, and the ombudsman has just formally filed a supplemental complaint for the preliminary investigation. So, ang tanong ng ilan, ano ba yan?
Gano'ng katagal pa yan?
Ano ba yan? Ba't hinabol lang ba yan? Para dahil may SONA?
Hindi.
Para hindi mapahiya ang Pangulo? Bakit last week lang ginawa?
Hindi totoo
Bakit
yan.
si Martin hindi pa nakakulong? Yan ang tanong.
Ganito, no?
Oh.
Unang-una, paulit-ulit sinasabi ng Pangulo at ng Ombudsman na in-appoint niya na sa aking experience sa ating Ombudsman, talagang full trust and confidence dahil nakikita ko yung kanyang passion, nakikita ko yung kanyang dedication na kahit na sino pa yan. Tandaan mo, branch sa fraternity ni Ombudsman Boying Rimulya, si former Speaker Romualdez. No? Pero I will just remind you and maybe the public na November pa lang, nag-file na po kami ng referral recommending charges of plunder, bribery, and other crimes against the former Speaker and former Congressman Zaldico, November of last year. Nandun na yan, no? With volumes
So,
and volumes of documents.
nauna ang DPWH na mag-file.
Hindi naman yan kung sino ang naunaw, hindi. May proseso kasi yan, Karen. No? Siyempre, kami ang may hawak ng mga dokumento. So, kailangan namin ipadala yan sa ombudsman. Kagaya ng pinadala naming napakaraming mga dokumento para sa iba't iba pang mga opisyales. Kasama na ang ibang congressman, ibang senador, ibang ang dating DPWH secretary ni Pangulong Bongbong Marcos mismo, no? So may proseso kasi yan, Karen.
Okay.
So, hindi totoo na last week lang yan. Matagal nang umaandar yung prosesong yan. Pero paulit-ulit sinasabi ng ating Pangulo at ng ating Ombudsman, kailangan i-build up ang ebidensya. Hindi pa pwedeng magpapile lang ng kung ano-anong kaso lang. Kailangan matibay ang ebidensya. Pero tingin ko, malapit na po tayo sa konklusyon nitong prosesong ito. At yung hinihintay ng ating mga kababayan, sinabi na rin ng ating ombudsman, malapit na. Malapit na.
The former speaker, we showed it in the report. Of course, that was a very long speech. I remember, I think it was 11 minutes at one point when he went live. And his side is, wala siyang flood control project, siya mismo in his province, and the budget essentially emanates from the executive. So kumbaga, sinasabi niya, lahat ng mga pera na inilaan sa flood control, kung meron man, nagsisimula ito sa executive. Alright? Describe to me essentially the nature of the case that you referred to when it comes to the former speaker and Zaldico. What were the issues you found that actually tied the former speaker to the flood control scandal?
Ayokong pangunahan yung magiging kaso ng ombudsman.
Pero anong na-discover niyo?
Pero ito ang masasabi ko lang, Karen. No? Totoo na ang budget ay nanggagaling sa ekotibo. Pero ang Kongreso, meron siyang poder para baguhin ang laman ng budget na yon. No? Gawin nating example yung 2025 budget. Kaya nga, ang Pangulo nagalit dun sa 2025 budget. At marami siyang vinito ng mga item na binago ng Kongreso dun sa 2025 budget. At marami din siyang mga proyekto na hindi in-implement galing sa budget na yon. So, totoo na nanggagaling sa ekotibo. Pero kapag merong binago ang Kongreso na hindi nag-agree ang executive, umaksyon ang ating Pangulo doon. No? So, siguro, yun lang muna ang sasabihin ko, Karen, kasi hintayin na lang natin yung final. Tingin ko naman, parang nakita ko naman na ginawa na rin publiko ng ombudsman yung kanyang kasong ifa-file sa former speaker. No? Eventually na ifa-file sa Sandigan Bayan. So, abangan na lang natin yun at doon makikita talaga yung sinasabi nga ni Ombudsman Boying Rimulya na nakikita niyang conspiracy, no, between former
The House.
Speaker Martin and former Congressman Zaldico and others, no, para talagang babuyin, no, at nakawin yung pondo ng DPWH.
Kasi dyan nagsimula yan talaga. It starts with the budget coming from the House. You know, Senator Ping Lacson said, the original sin is really the pork. Diba? Kung walang pera, wala ka na nakawin. Yun ang umpisa doon. And Congressman Toby Tiangco, I remember, para holistic, no? He exposed on Head Start how he discovered parked funds. Mindoro Oriental at 1.3 billion, Mindoro Occidental at 1.3 billion. Yung pala parking ang ginagawa.
Yan yung kaso ni Zaldico sa Oriental Mindoro, sa Nauhan. Ehemplo yan ng sinasabi ni Congressman Toby Tiangco. At ngayon, dahil sa pagtutulungan ng COA, ng DPWH, ng Ombudsman, ng DOJ, nakakulong na si Diskaya. At may arrest warrant na kay Zaldico. At siguro, pagka na-resolve na yung kanyang application sa ibang bansa, at yan na-resolve na, mapapauwi na rin natin, mapapanagot na rin natin itong si former Congressman Zaldico at makukulong na rin yan. Pero doon nanggaling yan, Karen. No? Sa lahat ng pagtutulungan ng DPWH, ng COA, dyan nagkakaso dyan. Sa Bulacan, dyan may kaso yung mga dating mga legislators. Dyan din nakasuhan si dating DPWH Secretary Manny Bonoan.
So, pero Secretary Vince, naniniwala ka ba na kayang paarestuhin ni Pangulong Marcos Jr. si former House Speaker Martin Romualdez? Kaya niyang gawin?
Naniniwala ako na ang ating Pangulo, tututuhanin niya yung sinabi niya na kahit sino pa yan, kahit kamag-anak ko, kahit kapatid, kahit kaibigan ko, kahit kaalyado ko, kahit sino pa yan, kung saan ang ebidensya papunta, doon tayo pupunta. At inanunsyo na ni Ombudsman Boying Rimulya nung nakaraang mga linggo na doon na tayo papunta.
Because the perception right now is that the president is focusing on his political opponents. No, yun ang pananaw ng ilan, 'di ba? Na si Marcoleta pinakulong,
Karen,
si
hindi political opponent ng ating Pangulo yung kanyang dating DPWH Secretary. Dating DPWH Secretary.
Pero baka maging witness kasi yun eh. So baka nga hindi pa makulong yun.
Nakakulong siya ngayon.
Nasa ospital.
Nakakulong pa rin. No? Nakakulong pa rin. Pero siguro, abangan na lang natin, Karen. Pero ako, malakas ang aking tiwala sa ating Pangulo. Na yung sinabi niyang wherever the evidence leads, kahit sino pa yan, doon tayo tutumbok at doon tayo pupunta.
Okay, before we go to a quick commercial break, wherever the evidence leads, I wanted to ask you, because now you have politicians from all sides. Actually, it's gone into bickering and hitting each other, of course, with Senator Ping Lacson exposing alleged flood control projects of former Senate President Alan Peter Cayetano. And then Alan Cayetano saying, chinek nga ni Vince Dizon, nagpunta siya dito 3 times. Wala namang flood control. Pumunta ka ba doon ng 3 beses?
Hindi, once.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, was that enough for you to discover anything?
Unang-una, basta may investigasyon, kahit na sino ang nag-iimbestiga, Senado, Ombudsman, DOJ, NBI, kahit sino pa yan, DPWH will always cooperate. You have to understand, Karen, there are thousands and thousands of projects all over the country. All over the country. No? So, in the 400 projects, walang tagig na initially na nakita doon. Wala talaga doon sa 400 na tinignan ng ICI. Pero, kung merong investigasyon, DPWH will always cooperate. Always.
So what will you do with Senator Ping Lacson's discovery? What do you do with that information?
Of course, we will have to investigate. No? Whatever, kahit na hindi pa senador kahit NGO yan, kahit na kababayan lang natin na mag-report sa atin, kailangan imbestigahan natin yan.
Now, the irony of this is you once worked with Alan Cayetano during the former administration.
Yes.
What happens?
I worked with a lot of people, Karen, in my career. No? I've been in government for 30 years. I've worked with so many people. But if there are investigations or allegations, and I am the head of an agency, in this case DPWH, we will have to investigate, and we will have to cooperate wherever it is, whether it's in Taguig or in Makati or in Pasig or in Manila or in Davao or in Iloilo, wherever it is, or in Ilocos. It doesn't matter, Karen. We will have to cooperate and investigate all of that.
And then, because of the bickering that's happening, is allegations have been thrown back at you when you were BCDA head regarding the alleged corruption in the bidding during the games.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about this,
Yes.
and you said it's been dismissed.
Yes, well, I didn't say that. The ombudsman said that.
Okay.
No, and if there are further investigations to that, it's no problem
For you,
because we have
yeah.
nothing to hide. Karen, if you go to those facilities now, I can tell you those are the kinds of facilities that our people deserve, because those are world-class facilities.
Well, I've been there.
That were built on budget. No, and they are, our athletes are benefiting from it, our people are benefiting from it. No, those are the kinds of facilities that we'd all deserve. And I'm proud of those facilities. So whatever investigations that may come, I have no problem.
So what do you think is this? Is it about destroying your credibility? Is that the game?
I don't know, and I really don't care. Karen, I've told you many times in this show, no, and everywhere else. Di ako politiko, Karen. Ako, trabaho lang ako eh. No, pero ako talaga magtatrabaho ako ng tama para sa mga kababayan natin. At yung trabaho yun, paninindigan ko.
We're still joined by DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon. Just very quickly, Vince, so nakita mo naman Victoria Tulad has been covering the impeachment trial.
Yes.
So, I mean, you've been in the cabinet meetings for sure. You speak closely with the president. Where does the president stand with the impeachment?
Alam mo, Karen, no? I think, and this is something that I think you will see in the SONA, you will hear in the SONA, because this is really what the president believes, that what the president wants and what he has told all of us in the cabinet is he just wants to focus on the work. Alam mo, ang daming pinagdadaanan ng mga kababayan natin, lalo na ngayon, itong mga nakaraang buwan na nagkaroon ng gera sa Middle East, tumaas ang presyo ng langis, nagtataasan ang presyo ng mabilihin, ang daming hirap na dinadaanan ng mga kababayan natin.
And so what does that mean?
Ang ibig sabihin nun, trabaho lang kami. Yun ang paulit-ulit sinasabi ng Pangulo. Yung mga nangyayari sa politika, yung away, pwede ba lahat yan itabi niyo muna at nakafocus lang tayo sa trabaho kasi ang dami nating kailangang sulbin na problema ng mga kababayan natin. And we cannot be preoccupied or distracted by all of the politics.
That's fair.
That is really the priority of the president.
But then former BIR Commissioner Kim Henares, who was under the late President Noynoy Aquino, has said, when the president says no interference, I mean, frankly, it doesn't make sense because his allies stuck their neck out to actually impeach the vice president. So she was saying he should stick his neck out and sign the BIR, allow that the BIR tax records be open. So if mangyari yun, may pakialam na siya.
No, I think the president respects the process.
Okay.
He respects the process and he respects the functions that Congress, in this particular case, the Senate court, is responsible for, no? And whatever will lead to the truth, the president will not stand in the way, no? And if it requires that, then and I think this is not the first time this has been asked of the executive anyway, and I think the president will always do what is right and will always do what will lead to the truth. But in terms of his priority and the executive's priority, our priority is to address the major difficulties and hardships that our people are facing. And that is what we are doing, and that is what we will do.
So, I mean, one of the central themes of the song later, of course, it'll be about the economy, but clearly the flood control progress report takes center stage as well. Dahil sa mahiya naman kayo. Sabi ni Senator Panfilo Lacson, I want a concrete progress report on the flood control. Meron bang ganon?
Abangan na lang natin ang SONA.
Binigay mo ba yun?
Siyempre lahat ng report.
Okay, magbigay ka. But magbigay ka dito ng konkreto na lang that you can share. For example, yung Bulacan flooding kanina sa Bulusan, nakita mo sa report. Wala namang bagyo ngayon, baha last week. So Secretary Vince, what are you concretely doing about that?
We are fixing it, Karen, already. In fact, we started fixing it already several months ago. In May, we started closing the gaps. Kasi alam mo, ang problema dito sa mga loko-loko sa DPWH dati, gumawa sila ng flood control, substandard na nga, butas-butas pa. Butas-butas pa. So, baliwala. No, ang flood control, kapag yan ay may butas, ang tubig papasok doon sa butas. Di ba? So, substandard na nga, parang pulbos na nga lang yung semento, may butas pa. So, talagang yung mga kababayan natin doon, talagang walang tigil ang kalbaryo at perwisyo sa kanila. So, what the President instructed me to do, apart from exacting accountability, which we have already, those people, they're already in jail, no, including the Discayas, and including some legislators who were involved there, and including the former DPWH Secretary. But, what is important to the people there is ayusin natin yung problema doon. Kasi lagi silang binaba, and we have started that already. It's a difficult process because those are all part of the case. But our people don't really care about that. They want the problem fixed, and we are doing that. And hopefully in the next few months, masasara na natin yung mga gap na yon. And we are doing that in all other problem areas that have been affected by this scandal. And you know, like that, I see G. Araneta there.
Yeah.
No, this one we started earlier this year. No, and you know, Karen, the President and I visited that several times. No, and yan